All right, so hi everyone. I was trying to do this on Facebook, and for some reason, every time I do it live, because I move my hands too much, it was really messing it up. So I decided just to record it and let's get through it. All right, so today I'm here to help you, to give you 3 categories to work on adjusting so that you won't have seasonal affective disorder in the spring. A lot of people have seasonal affective disorder in the winter, but because those April showers bring the May flowers, rainy days like today often bring people down. So here are 3 areas that you can help yourself in to feel better on rainy days. Number 1 is going to be changing your environment. 2, we're going to talk about how to change your mood. And number 3, we're going to discuss how to change your energy level. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, changing your environment. Science shows us that environment really does affect us. It affects our mood. It affects even how fast our brain is really working. When you're in bed and you're in a dark area and everything is kind of humdrum and low key, what happens is that your brain kind of follows that rhythm. And then we get brain fog. We feel really tired and lethargic. So changing your mood, changing your environment is really important. And it's one of the easiest things to do quickly. Now, you don't have to buy anything new. I would encourage you just to kind of walk through your house, open your closet, see if there's any old pictures that you can pull out, right? Is there a picture in your kitchen that you can move to a different room that you're going to be sitting in that's a bright, colorful picture? Do you have any curtains that you can swap out? Do you have any blankets that you're not using that are really bright that you could use as throws over a dark chair? It can even be as simple as changing your shirt. Like I have a dark shirt on, but you could change your shirt to a brighter shirt. Your environment really does change things. You also may need to go somewhere else outside of your house. I do have some people that are kind of stuck in really bad negative relationships. And if that person is home with you today, on top of not having very much sunlight and having a rainy day, this might be a great day to go out and grab a cup of coffee with friends. All right, so environment can be really quick. Here's an example. I'm in my home office, but this is something that's just for my bathroom, and I could bring it in here for today, something really bright. Now, these are artificial, but these are something that my daughter just picked yesterday from outside, really pretty tulips. And again, having something bright, having something living is really important. Usually in the winter, I encourage clients for their environment to make sure that they are getting a Christmas cactus, an amaryllis, something that can live through the winter. So number 2 thing to do is to try to really change your mood. Now, scent can be used to change your mood. So I use a lot of essential oils. In fact, usually every evening I have a different essential oil in my diffuser. We also use this at our office in Urbana, just changing kind of the mood throughout the seasons. You can also use something real like this, and just smelling these, it really does change your mood. You can also use scented candles to change your mood. Maybe you have a sugar cookie candle or something that's a really great scent. Again, scent has been scientifically proven to change mood faster than any other of the 5 senses in the body. So you can use that. You can also do something playful, right? Get out old balloons that were left over from a party, blow them up and bounce them around, right? Play a board game with your children today. Watch a funny movie or a cartoon with them. Do something creative that you normally don't do. If the kids normally don't do any, Play-Doh, or you normally don't let them get the paints out, let them get that out today. And if you need any resources for that, by the way, you can go to our website, www.healthythoughtswellnesscenter.com, the top right-hand corner. Log in, become a member, go to the More tab. You'll see free resource groups. We have some for depression, anxiety, anger management, hobbies for stress relief, youth, and other things I think you'll find really useful with great free things that you can download for spring. All right. So definitely we've talked about change about your environment, changing your mood, grateful list. That's another thing that's really good to change your mood. And last one is changing your energy. A way to boost your energy is to eat fruit, right? It has natural sugar in it. It's good for you and it won't fill you up and make you feel bloated. When we overeat with comfort foods, we feel more lethargic. And when you feel more lethargic and tired and down, sometimes people equate that to naming it depression, okay? And so that's why being really tired and overeating where you don't feel very well, on top of being in a dark environment and all of that, it really isn't helpful, okay? So think of foods that you can eat today that are lighter foods that won't fill you up to the point of not feeling well and that will give you energy. A fruit smoothie is a great thing to do. You know, something even with the kids, something that you normally don't eat is a great thing. Also, we know that energy promotes more energy, okay? And so sometimes people don't have enough energy because they don't have enough sun. Certainly on rainy days, that can be a problem. So there are artificial things that you can do for sun, such as this. This is just one. Now, to be medical grade, it does have to be 10,000 lux, L-U-X. There are some good ones on Amazon. If you would like some references, I'd be more than happy to send you some links. This is one, and you can see it's really bright. It's really bright, and there's different levels. And you need to sit in front of this at least 20 minutes. I encourage people to do that. My daughter and I live in a house that has a sunroom. So sometimes with all of those windows, it looks so bright and sunny and wonderful out there, but yet we go out there and it's cold. So we have blankets, and often we'll put a blanket over our legs and sit in the chair and still kind of soak in some of that sun in the morning. By the way, you should receive 15 minutes of direct sunlight in the morning because it helps to reset that circadian rhythm, letting your body know it's time to be awake. If that is not set, or it's not set until later time, what happens is you often have sleep problems. So even on days where it is kind of rainy, when the sun does come through, you really should open up your blinds and sit near the sun, especially if you don't have something like that, which is a medical grade sun lamp. All right, so I hope that that helps. The last tip that I have as far as energy is that when you get up and move around, it promotes more energy. It's kind of like moving a big rock. Once you start moving it, it's hard to get up and start going, but once you start going, it's easier and easier and easier. So one thing that I encourage clients to do is to work on their core strength, especially if they're older. You can do that sitting in a chair simply by making sure that you're going back and forth, right? Really being able to have a large range of motion around the spine is very important. And then working on going up and down. You can go to the side, whatever you can. You can do all of this in a chair, right? I even have some clients that have mini 3-pound weights or 1-pound weights, or even just hold soup cans in their hand. You also make sure that you kind of suck in your stomach, take your face and you're bringing it towards, right? Towards your knees and back up. All of that is going to help with your core strength, which helps with balance. Now, if you are a person can get up and get going, get up and do it, especially on rainy days. There are people that have metal inside their body, right? Screws or different things. I've also had people that have had bariatric surgery that has, say, the barometer pressure has to do with different things when it rains. So if you are a person that says, I hurt a little bit more when it rains, it's even more important for you to take care of yourself today. Maybe you want to use this rainy day to get a heating pad on your back, to soak your feet. Maybe that's something that you never do, to take a hot shower with, you know, some sort of essential oil kind of coming through in that shower. They have all sorts of little fizzies, or a bath. Or maybe it's something that you just really need to get up and start walking to circulate. When we circulate all of our blood, we're getting more oxygen to the brain. So we do start to think better. We start to think more clearly and get rid of that brain fog. If we have inflammation and stiffness, once we start lubricating our joints by walking around, we are going to be fighting inflammation, okay? And we're going to be feeling a little bit better. So if it's hard for you to start, I would also encourage you, you can Google this. We do also have this on our website in some of the groups, especially around COVID time. I had a lot of links to when you walk, you can walk right in place in your home, and you can be walking through a beautiful national forest. People have taped these things. You can find them online. It's great. So you're just not walking, you know, you're walking through Paris. You're walking through the mountains and there's snow. You know, you're hearing the crunch of the person's boots, you know, on the ground. It's really wonderful, and it's a way to feel like you're in a different environment, right, when you're stuck inside. Another thing is, if you have children, I would really encourage you to look up today all of the different aquariums and zoos that have live feeds. It's really great. They really get addicted to it. It's like, what is the monkey doing today? What's the panda doing today, right? Let's see what fish, what tropical fish are doing. And it's a really great way to get happy even when you are stuck inside. All right, I hope that helps. If it does, give me a thumbs up, share it on your page, and remember to work on what is your environment, what is your mood, and what is your energy, and how can you do small little things to change that, to feel better even on rainy days.